Hey guys and girls, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another TGG lineup guide for Valorant. This time, we have the teleporting, rift-walking duelist, Yoru, on Haven. Yoru is crazy if you can learn where to teleport to and the best places to blind enemies. So before gatecrashing into the lineups of this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the TGG YouTube channel if you haven't already, and comment down below if you knew any of these beforehand. Now, let's get into the video. The first segment of this video is the attacking A-site lineups, and our first lineup is a Gatecrash lineup to get Yoru from A-long to A-hell on A-site. Stand at the top of A-long by the sandbags to begin. Place your crosshair facing A-site, then throw the Gatecrash. It will travel all the way along A-long and cross A-site, taking you to A-hell just in the corner of A-site. The second lineup is a blindside from A-long for A-heaven, so you could use both of these lineups in conjunction to get yourself safely onto A-site. Stand further down A-long on the wall opposite to the stacked bricks. Aim at the lamps and the tree behind A-long and throw the blindside. It will bounce upwards and over the wall, meaning any enemies watching from A-long from A-heaven will be blinded. Our next blindside is a blind for any enemies who aggressively push into A-sewer, such as Reyna or Phoenix. Stand against the wall in A-lobby just to the right of the entryway to A-sewer. Throw the blindside against the gray box at the back of A-sewer, and it will bounce and immediately explode, meaning anyone who is in A-sewer gets blinded. Next up, we have the attacking B-site lineups in this video, with Mid-Courtyard being the place to start for the Gatecrash lineup. It will take you to the back corner of A-site. Stand in the deep corner of the top of Mid-Courtyard, just before the entrance to B-site. Aim at the A-link doorway to B-site, then throw the Gatecrash. This is really good for helping you rotate quickly, and most enemies think when you rotate, you will retreat, so you can catch enemies unaware on their way out. Our B-site blindside is for B-site itself for mid-window. Stand in the front corner inside mid-window, and then aim at the left side of the window itself. This is nice and simple, but it will blind enemies holding from B-site, watching mid-window and mid-courtyard. Now, whilst this isn't exactly a lineup, this trick with Yoru's Fakeout is great for getting intel on C Garage. Place your Fakeout down where we have, just before mid-courtyard, and when you are pushing mid-window, activate it. This will allow you to scout out enemies in C window, as your Fakeout will explode if enemies shoot it. The final part of our attacking side lineups are the C-side attacking lineups, and once again, we start with a Gatecrash. This will take you all the way from C-long to defender side spawn. Begin in the back left corner of C-long, then aim at the opposite wall, about halfway up C-long. The Gatecrash takes you behind C-site and into defender side spawn. As long as enemies don't see you teleport, you should be good to flank and get some free kills. Our last attacking Gatecrash lineup of the video will take you not quite as far, but you will go to the back of C-site from C-long instead. Stand in the back right corner of C-long this time, then aim slightly diagonally whilst looking at the back left corner of C-site. This means that the Gatecrash will travel along C-long and in the very back corner of C-site. Just be careful, there could be an enemy lurking there. Yoru is great on Haven, but you need to learn how to play other agents too. You will also need to learn lineups for those agents, and we sure have got you covered. On the official Global Gaming website and YouTube channel, we have guides for agents such as Viper, Raze, Killjoy, KO, Phoenix, Brimstone, Sova, and Fade, all on Haven too. Returning to the video, we have the defensive side lineups for Yoru on Haven, and sure enough, we are back over on A-site with a Gatecrash lineup. This lineup will take you from A-site to defender side spawn, so you can rotate easily. Stand on the end of the blue wire connected to the box in the middle of A-site, then aim into the choke point leading to A-link. This means you can hold A-site and then rotate to B or C-site easily if they get pushed hard. Next up is a blindside for A-long from A-site, meaning you can slow down a push and stop aggressive enemies. Stand halfway up the ramp from A-long to A-site on the right-hand side to begin. Aim at the wall opposite, and the blindside will explode in the deep corner, blinding any enemies pushing down A-long. Simply swing and grab some free kills. The next blindside flash is for A-long if you are pinned down by the stacked bricks on A-long. Stand behind the bricks and fire your blindside over into the overhanging roof on the other side. This can easily get you out of a tight situation, so you can strategically retreat without dying. If you have already lost A-site, then this blindside lineup will do wonders in helping you retake A-site. Stand opposite the choke point leading to A-site from A-link and then aim at the wall opposite, just above the roof. This will explode just over onto A-site, meaning anyone watching either A-sewers or A-link will get blinded. Moving over to the defensive B-site lineups. Our first Gatecrash takes you from Mid-Dorrs all the way to attacker site spawn. Stand on the first step on the right-hand side in C garage, then aim just above the middle of the left-hand door. The Gatecrash will take you all the way to the right-hand side of attacker side spawn, so you can get behind enemies where they least expect you to come from. This next Gatecrash will take you from B-site to Mid-Courtyard, which doesn't sound like much, but this is one we find ourselves using a lot. Stand in the entryway to Mid-Courtyard from B-site and fire your Gatecrash down the bottom. This means you can push down Mid-Courtyard without peeking and being pinned down by an enemy in mid-window. Our final B-site lineup is a blindside for Mid-Courtyard and mid-window from B-site. Stand on the opposite side of the entryway to Mid-Courtyard from B-site, as you did for the previous lineup, and then throw your blindside at the opposite side of the doorway itself. This will bounce off and explode, blinding any enemies up Mid-Courtyard or watching from mid-window, giving them no time to react. The final segment is the defensive side lineups for Yoru on Heaven for C-site. The first is a Gatecrash that will take you from C-site to defender side spawn, so you can easily rotate to A-site to help your teammates. Locate the big boxes on C-site, then fire your Gatecrash at the wall. It will travel and land in defender side spawn, so you can defend C-site and then quickly rotate if you are needed on the other side of the map. Our penultimate lineup is a blindside for C-long for C-site for any aggressive attackers. This is a tricky one-way flash, which gives enemies little time to react. Stand against the pillar on the wall of C-site and aim up into the trees. Locate the branch we have aimed at, then peek at the angle once it explodes. This is a little trickier than other lineups in this video, so practice first. Our final lineup is a blindside for the windows in C garage. Simply stand in C-link on the right-hand side and fire into the opposite side of the frame of the window. This is really simple, but it will blind enemies all over C garage and Mid-Dorrs, so you can swing and grab some kills. That is all we have for you in this video. But if you want some more Yoru, Gatecrash, and blindside lineups, we have guides for Breeze, Ascent, Split, Fracture, Pearl, and Bind 2. For now, we will catch you next time, and until then, happy gaming, TGG family.